Hello, friends. Welcome in. This was a bit of a last-minute decision. What I'm playing. I was going to do something else entirely. I was not going to do Nancy Drew tonight, and then my rooster decided to attack me, and I had a rough evening, and so, gosh, I think Sleuthy jokingly suggested I should play Shadow Ranch so I can like yell at the aggressive chicken in that game. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, that sounds great. Not necessarily yelling at the chicken, but just because, like, it's my comfort game. It was the first Nancy Drew game I ever played, and it's really special to me. So, yes, I have lived experience in multiple senses of the word, and even if we want to make it a pun. So yeah, that's been my day. So, all that to say, I'm okay, thankfully. And we're gonna play some Shadow Ranch, and it's gonna be great. Sorry I didn't get Shadow Ranch music beforehand, but it's not really like my official Shadow Ranch stream, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, so we're gonna jump into it. I haven't even pulled it up yet, so let me go ahead and do that now. But how have you guys been doing today? Hopefully none of you have been attacked by chickens or anything similar. Your stream was like 30 seconds behind, and I caught it right before the rooster attack mention. Oh my goodness. Also, hello and goodbye to Casey. Thanks for popping in, even if you couldn't stay. Let me see here. Where is here Shadow Ranch? Okay. Hold on, because I gotta get it all situated here. Gotta pull this up. Gotta pull this up. Oh, I didn't even change my Twitch notifications, so if that lied to you, I'm sorry. Where? Oh dear. No, you know what? We're just not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because it's good enough. Okay, let me see. Are you gonna behave? Whoa. Yeah, don't. It's fine. Ignore that. Ignore that. It does that all the time. That's just a thing on some of the older games. Everything else is fine, but when you first pull it up, it will like do weird stuff. Okay, let me. You know what? We're gonna scoot the window here really quick. So you can look at my spinning frog for a second. Because I know my thing is like not centered really here. So I'm gonna try to get it a little bit better, hopefully. Otherwise it's gonna bug me the whole time. Okay. There we go. It's not centered, but it's better than it was. Better than it was. Let me see.
Dear Hannah, well, I made it to
what
Shadow
is
Ranch.
volume like? Because I've not
Well, the Raleighs, the people who own the ranch,
I've not checked
called away
anything.
on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman. Dear Hannah,
There's
well,
a lot
I
of
made it to
things going
Shadow
on here.
Ranch, but I'm afraid
Is
all
that loud
is
enough?
not
Can you guys
well.
hear it?
The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory.
I love
he's
this
their
music.
foreman.
It's
Dear
my
Hannah,
childhood.
Well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of
Well, I'm waiting for a
emergency.
response.
They had
Hello
Dave
to
Gregory,
Tori.
he's
Hello
their foreman.
Sleuthy.
Dear
Hello
Hannah,
Joshua.
well, I made it to
Hello
Shadow
Maggie.
Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not
Yeah, lots of
well.
friends.
The
Music's louder than
Raleighs, the
Nancy.
people who own the ranch, have been called
I
away
mean-
on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their
Why
foreman.
don't
Dear
why
Hannah,
don't you
well,
want
I made it
max
to Shadow
volume
Ranch, but I'm
music?
afraid all is
Where's your
not
sense of
well.
adventure?
The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been
Is
called
Nancy
away on
too
some
loud
kind of
or too
emergency.
quiet?
They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch.
We're gonna hear
I'm
this
afraid all is not
47,000
well.
times waiting for
The Raleighs,
responses
the
from
people
people.
who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of
Also,
emergency.
yes, I am sitting
They
here
had
eating
Dave
all the
Gregory,
junk
he's their
food
foreman.
because
Dear Hannah, well,
I
I
need
made it
something
to Shadow
comforting after
Ranch,
the chicken
but I'm afraid
attack.
all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid
You know
all
what?
is not well.
We're just gonna go with it because no one's telling me. In other news, in case anyone was wondering, Trader Joe's gingerbread ice cream, stellar, amazing. Music of 2, Nancy of 3. Okay,
Dear
okay.
Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some
We'll
kind
go
of
for that.
emergency.
Sounds good. Okay. It's okay, Maggie. It's all right. It's not all on you. There's 6 other people that are not saying anything. Well, more than that, really. Wait, closer. What? Like that's better, or like I should do something
Dear
else?
Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is
I'm just gonna go with that. We're going with it.
Welcome to my latest
We can
case,
change
The
it later
Secret
if we
of
need
Shadow
to.
Ranch. To start, choose junior or senior detective.
Dear Hannah, well,
Nancy's
I made
still
it
a
to
smidge
Shadow
quiet.
Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind
Well,
of
I will
emergency.
turn it up after
They
the
had Dave
entry
Gregory,
stuff.
he's their foreman,
Entry
pick me up at
cutscenes
the
and all.
airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take
The
different
music
flights,
with
we
this.
figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time.
If they're in the Twilight
Being
Zone.
here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay.
Okay,
but
Maggie.
frankly, as
Sounds good.
beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Oh, this is so cute. Mama Beat just sent me pictures because they're leaving the tree farm where they're buying their tree, because I always get a real Christmas tree. Or like a live one. And there's like this little, like this cute little shed thingy. Look how cute that is. That's so cute. And they're like roasting marshmallows there. It's lovely. Absolutely delightful. Alright. Now it's time for the music of my childhood. Let me try to not open this drink like right next to the microphone. Since it's carbonated. I want to blast all your eardrums. Okay. Oh look, there's some chickens. Little jerks. Oh, and here's the book. Here's the book. I gotta plug my book. That makes it sound like I wrote a book. I have not written a book yet. Well, I've written part of a book, but that's besides the point. I have to show my copy that I made for the cosplay contest. My costume was very last minute, so it was a bit lacking. But I made the book. There it is. Look at it side by side. And I even took the image from it here on the bookshelf. So you can see the end of it. It's that same image, which did not really enlarge very well, I will say. Because it's not how you say high resolution. But that's okay. Tossing squid and other rituals? What? Why have I never read that before in my life? I haven't read any of these. The end is nay. The hurly barley? Are these like all horse puns? All cooped up on the Western Front. There's the Capes of Wrath? I don't know. I have no idea what that says. Let's see. Harvey Herring and the Border in Phoenix, Arizona. Harvey Herring and the Clallam Clambake? And the Seasick Orca, the Tidal Terror, and the Saucier Stove? Oh my gosh, wait, they're Harry Potter spoofs! Oh my gosh. Okay, I see that now, and that's hilarious. Cow patty, cow pokes, ranching humor? My gosh, these are all hilarious. Why have I never looked at that before, ever? Echo of the gecko. Loose lips and light lassos. Buckaroo Blues? Is that what this says? That I can't even read that one. Here's the City Slickers Guide to Ranch Horses. I literally, like, just don't read these because I know all this stuff. Desert Serpents, South by Southwest. The Foresight Saga? I can't read that one. Whoa, Nelly. That is so fun. Yes, I know, Nancy.
Something goes here.
Yes, it does. Ugh. Why is my nose itchy? I don't know. Can you imagine having all of these pictures up in your house? Like, there's so much stuff. This house is like whatever the opposite of minimalism is, like maximalism. That's what this house is. I like looking at the pretty horsiso.
That's not the right time. Must be broken.
This music just does something for my
Frances
soul.
Kroger. Wonder who she was.
I love listening to the radio.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today, with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop, with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms. So if you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness.
Yeah, I was
areas
gonna say,
unprepared.
who is this
We've
voice
got
actor?
several livestock auctions in the area tonight and tomorrow. Small animals, including goats, rabbits, and chickens, will be auctioned off at Barney Hall and Apache Junction, with doors opening at 6 and bidding beginning at 7. Barney Hall is located at 1339 South North Street. Also tonight, there's a horse auction at Lobenthal Farms, located on Route 5 in Gilbert. Doors will open at 5 for stall inspection of sale animals. Bidding starts promptly
And then
at
it's
7.
Charlena.
At 10 a.m. tomorrow, that's 10 in the morning,
I mean,
folks.
I guess I
There'll
can see
be video
that.
cattle auction over in the Gemstone Room at the Blue Dog Hotel and Rittenhouse, featuring Charlet and Angus breeding stock. Hear that?
Her accent reminds me of Savannah Woodham sometimes.
Cattle whose diet includes Big Pink mineral supplement, chelated for easy absorption.
Big Pink is the perfect blend of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, chlorine, potassium, sulfur, cobalt, copper, fluoride, iodine, iron, manganese, selenium, and zinc.
Is that
Minerals
Jonah?
no bovine should be without. So for big results,
'Cause that sounds like
stock
Andy
up on Big
Jason.
Pink now.
Is that it? Is that the end of our program?
Phoenix and
We've got
Phoenix and
Yep, that's all of it. Yeah, it sounds like a mashup of Andy and like a peppier show, or Frank Hardy, for sure. I hate this chicken with the teeth. This was my rooster as he tried to munch on my leg today. Oh look, this is familiar. Go shop at Lemon Pepper Creations. She has this and the recipe cards. She also made this bread, and it turned out pretty good, I think. I want to make the cake. Is this supposed to be? I'm trying to think if this is similar to a sopapilla at all. I don't know that it is. Well, sort of, not quite. Why is there just a picture of a copper pot on the wall? And why is there no music? Why is it so quiet? That is a very fascinating assessment, Maggie. That you think it's objectively the best game, but it's not your favorite or in top 10. It's still very nostalgic. It's so good. I don't quite know if I mean, I usually say like it's my favorite.
My going to get a workout today.
Just because like it was my first game and it's still really special to me. But
Can't check that
Nancy,
off.
why wouldn't you let me check that off?
Can't check that. I haven't done that.
I think it's so good. It's definitely a game that I recommend people play first because I just feel like it's really solid.
Hello?
Like
Hello,
none of the
Mrs.
puzzles
Raleigh.
are
It's
like
Nancy Drew.
that hard.
Nancy, are you
Got
at the
great
ranch?
vibes,
Yes,
great
and
music.
I'm a little concerned that you're not.
I feel like it works well for basically any age. So like it's definitely one I would recommend for younger players. And I don't know. I just think it's really solid. I would definitely put it in like S tier for music for sure. The heart monitor in the background. Oh my gosh. Not a horse girl, don't like deserts, afraid of snakes, and don't like some of the characters. Wait, what characters do you not like in this game? Now you have to tell us. Yes, love the story. Love the narrated journal stuff. I wish they would do that in like every game, or at least as like an optional thing so you could choose to do it or not.
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not
Isn't
make
this
a
just
fuss? There was
marriage?
a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Did you say rattlesnake?
Nancy, if they're not at
I
the
told Ed to
hospital,
leave it
what would
alone
that
and let
noise
one
be?
of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Where?
In the bedroom, dear. I could have sworn I mentioned that.
No, Mrs. Raleigh. I mean, where did it bite him? On his arm? On his
Hello,
leg?
Tori on Twitch.
Oh, on his arm, just below the elbow. Swelled up something awful. But fortunately, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
You know what? This sounds like my dad. Because he did something similar where he was trying to fix my tire within 24 hours of being discharged from the hospital. My mom was like, she was over it. She was not having any of it.
Would you rather that Bess and George and I postpone our
Mostly the
visit?
culprit
Oh,
you
good
don't like.
heavens, no, I won't hear of it. You're going to go on as if none of this ever
I
happened.
feel like
You just
I've
go
warmed
get
up to
horse
Tex a
from Ted.
lot.
He's the head
That's the
wrangler.
character
And
that
go riding to your heart's content.
I wasn't necessarily a big fan
I
of
told Georgie to go
growing
ahead
up,
with the cookout I
but
planned
I've
for
warmed up to
tonight,
him a
and-
lot.
Envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzie and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
Tori, that's so fair. I feel like Henry and Dave, that's both of them. It's like, because they're like fangirled over so much, it's like, do I really like that character?
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horse.
So I don't like
Dave will
snakes or
tell you how to
anything, but
get
I was
there.
definitely a
You're
horse
gonna
girl
have
as a
to get
kid,
the key
like
to the
major
desk
horse
from him,
girl.
too.
Oh,
Which
that's
is like
right. I always walk the
probably
Rolltop.
one of the
Dave
main
has
reasons
the
that I
key.
played this game when I saw it
Here, seems like there was
advertised.
something else I wanted to tell you.
Plus,
Horse,
I,
Dad. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say
ever since my
phantom
husband and I went on a
horse?
road trip
Yes,
out
you
west,
see, last
I
night
definitely love it out there. Like, it's so pretty in
We
Arizona.
have to go.
We
Don't
went to
worry
go see the
about
Grand
us
Canyon and
here.
all
You
that.
just go have fun.
So
Just
pretty.
be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye.
No, wait. Just tell me about the phantom horse?
I guess let's go ahead and call Bess and George so we can see where they are. I guess I love emo
Hello?
boys.
Hi, Bess. It's me.
I don't
I'm
feel
at
that
the
much.
ranch.
I don't feel
Where
that
are you
way as much
guys?
about Henry as I used to, because I guess I used to be way more active on like Tumblr, and that's where like people really fangirl over him. So now it's not so bad. Hello, Ducky. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right this evening. You're gonna make pizza? That sounds fantastic. I love pizza. So I made pizza a little while back. I need to finesse some things with it, but I think I finally figured out the strategy for making pizza for me, because it was always like it would never turn out as good as my mom's, and my mom's pizza is just fantastic because it's like so simple, but it's really good. And I was like, well, I just can't make good pizza because I can't use the pizza stones, because the like sensory aspect of touching them, they're like nails on a chalkboard. I just cannot handle touching them. So what I did this last time was I actually made it in my cast iron skillet. It was so good. So I'm gonna tweak some things, but that's definitely what I'm gonna do next
Omaha?
time.
As in Nebraska?
Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Also, Ricky, thank you for 3 months of subscribing. You are wonderful. And Tori's on a 7-stream streak. Way to go. You guys are bringing it. I really like Bess and George in this game, by the way.
Well, at least they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on?
Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer.
So what's going on there?
A lot. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he all right?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse?
Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew.
I agree
That's
with all
I
of that,
gotta
Tori.
say. We're so bored. George
Voice
just bought a
actors
book
and
on
the
19th
chemistry,
century
everything's really good in this
clothing and
game.
accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
There was somebody at some point who was trying to say that George, like, canonically, they're like, oh, George in canon is like into fashion and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't think she is. Like, the only thing I can think of is like maybe, I don't really think there's anything with her talking about like what Yumi wears in Saw, but it's like in this game she buys the game or the book about the fashion, but it's literally just because she's so bored and it's the only thing that she would halfway enjoy reading. So it's just like, what? Like, I don't understand that for a second. It was so weird.
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling. Bye,
You're
Nan.
full of feelings. I am glad you're having feelings right now, Tori. Wait a minute. Let's go talk to Shorty. Ah, we're just really hitting it all at once. Oh,
Hey,
God, come back.
Must be Nancy. I'm
You
the
must
cook,
be
Shorty
Nancy.
Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch.
I
Come
need
on over
those
here and
eggs,
tell me about
Nancy.
yourself. You have talked to the
I love how it just went
Raleighs,
from
right?
silence to the excited folk music and Shorty screaming at me.
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Just sitting there with his mouth hanging open.
A phantom horse?
Dirk
Shorty
Valentine was an
cooked for me.
outlaw around here back in
Right?
the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love
Like, I
with
wouldn't mind
Frances
Shorty
Humber.
cooking something for
She
me.
lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her dad.
So, for
was
those of
the
you who know
sheriff.
what is commented about Shorty's cooking within this game, what do you guys think about Shorty and cooking? Like, do you think that he's actually a good cook, or do you think he's not a good cook? And, like, he thinks he's really good, but everyone else is just like, no, you are not good at all. So, that's something, I don't know if how much I've thought about that before,
Something tells me this story does not.
but I feel like
have a happy
you could argue
ending.
either
Because
way.
of him, Valentine was
I mean, he's got to be
captured and
halfway
eventually
good because
hanged.
he's the cook
Ever
for
since, the ghost of
the
his
ranch,
horse has
right?
been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
Granted, it takes him like 3 days to cook this one thing, so I don't know.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Okay, Tori says, I think he's good overall. I can't imagine the Raleigh's keeping him on otherwise. That's what I would guess. I mean, Ricky makes a good point. She says, I think that he isn't bad. It's just that the Cowboys don't want fancy food.
Well,
That's
I'd better
probably
get
very
going.
Don't be a
accurate.
stranger.
Because he talks about making something fancy and like the whole casting his culinary pearls before uncultured, ungrateful swine. Which is like one of my favorite quotes in this series, not gonna lie. So, yeah, you're probably right about that it's just that he has a much more like cultured palate, which you wouldn't necessarily expect looking at him, but just stick to burgers. Next time, just stick to burgers. Not did you already meet Dave, my boyfriend? Here it is, guys. There's the Dave love. Tori says, my theory is he tried to show off to Nancy / ranch guest with the lamb ragout, and either it genuinely didn't go well or Tex and Dave got upset at the fanciness. Yeah, I could see either one for sure. Did you already meet Dave, my boyfriend? No. My brain just short-circuited. Lean toward Dave and Tex more upset than the food was bad. So we have not met him yet. We have not stepped out of the house yet. So, we've talked to Shorty, and we called the Raleighs, and... What? Okay. And we called Bess and George. So, you were here just in time for us to go talk to Dave, because we gotta get the key to the roll-top desk. I love this music so much. It's just my childhood. Here he is. The man,
You
the
talked
myth,
to the
the
Raleighs?
legend.
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
How do you think that snake got into their room?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Has anything like that ever happened here before?
Not since I've been here. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I love this chicken just squatting in the corner.
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
Hello,
The
twins. How are
Raleighs
you
said
doing?
You were a detective.
Their niece, Bess Marvin? She told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
Oh, Dory.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked.
So I am
Is
doing
it
okay.
you had the
For those of
key?
you who came
Sure
in
do.
late, who may
They
not
gave me
know,
their key ring at
my
the
rooster
hospital.
kind of
Great,
attacked me
thanks.
and scratched my leg. And I'm okay. Didn't really do
To get
damage.
to
She was
Mary's
mostly
shop,
just curious.
follow the trail that
But
goes
it was
northeast
very
out of
startling.
the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
How do you know?
It's just the feeling I get when I talk to her, that's all.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing
Yeah, it
we're
was
all
an
running kind
adventure.
of short of around here.
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
Thankfully, I was able to wait until they started to, like, just calm down and get sleepy, and then everything was fine. So Sleuthy suggested for me to play this game because of the crazy chicken, and that I can take out my anger yelling at the chicken or something. Time for Nancy to fangirl over the horses.
Well, hello there. You got some friends back there? Hi there. You
Two aren't too shabby looking either. I want to ride Clyde. Ace is okay too, but I really want to ride Clyde. What if I just... no. Look at him, he's so cute.
So which one are you?
Excuse me?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
Uh-huh.
I'm Nancy Drew. My two friends haven't arrived yet.
Tori, same. So disappointed. Ricky says I've been mad at myself these days. What game cures that? I can think of some games that will make you mad at other things instead of yourself. You could play Getting Over It. That game will distract you from anything else in life. It will still make you angry, just not at yourself.
Their plane was delayed. They'll be here as soon as they can.
I brought 3 horses in
I have a
this
Bob the husband, but not a
Hardly fair
Bob
to
the
keep 'em tied up
horse.
all day if nobody's gonna ride them.
Oh, that's amazing.
So you're in charge of the horses?
I'm the head wrangler. You
Want to ride? You come to me.
You
Prove to me you know what you're doing. I may just let you.
How do I prove to you I know what I'm doing?
How do I do that?
First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full
How about a game that makes you mad at Nancy instead? There are several.
Mrs.
Right.
Raleigh's. Got a
Can think of a
helmet
few
built
of
right
those.
in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using, and you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I
I
bring him
can't
in.
open this.
Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the
Not the
corral till you get all
questions.
the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off, and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
So obviously getting out a box cutter is the right way to open a banana, right? Oh, that game is rage-inducing. It makes you hate everything then. Right. Getting over it is quite the experience. It is a very difficult experience to get over.
Do these horses ground tie?
Yep. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
What'll stay put? Nancy, that's obviously a name.
Bob? Who's Bob?
The bay over
Who's
there.
Bob?
Name's Bob. That's who I'm putting
Why
you
does that
on.
sound like something out of VeggieTales? Bob! Hey, Bob! How do I open this? Grief, I'm having trouble opening the box cutter in order to open my banana. That was a struggle. Overcooked makes you mad sometimes. That's fair.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure.
Why does Nancy know to ask about ground tying but can't identify a ripe vegetable? Why does Nancy know about ground tying but then can't understand that when he says old Bob will stay put that he's referring to the horse that you just asked about ground tying? Oh my gosh. Heavens to Betsy. Okay. Finally opening, sorry for the package opening ASMR here. I finally got my box cutter thingy open. Okay. So now time to open a banana. This is normal, right?
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short.
So, Kat, how has your day been today?
You're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
This is fine.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Time for chores. Can you imagine if they put a rooster that attacks you in this game? I don't know why I enunciated that as though there is a game where that happens. It's just not this one, because that's not the inflection I meant. But
Hey there, Nancy.
I'm mad at
Man,
Nancy
I
now.
wish the
Justice
Raleighs
for
were
Bob.
here.
Oh my gosh.
How come?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation. Especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own
How
that
socially
I barely have time
deprived
to
are
talk
you?
to myself,
We
let
literally
alone to
just
you.
met. You shouldn't
Enough
want to talk
of
to me that
complaining.
bad.
What's up?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
No, but don't worry, I'll find out.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real
Well, I'm
ticked.
glad your day is
You can
great
put 'em in
now.
the vegetable basket that's hanging
It's making my
outside.
day
And one
better
more
too,
thing.
so.
Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Okay, Tori, that is fair, but also the Raleighs should be good conversationalists.
Come back soon.
And they've literally been missing for like maybe 12 hours at this point. And he's already like, I need somebody to talk to. What are we doing? We gotta Google the vegetables. We gotta save our game, that's what we gotta do. Looking at the vegetables. Well, if he's an extrovert. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, we're not gonna call somebody, we're gonna Google it. So, the thing I struggle with is the beans. Specifically, the Romano beans? Like, trying to tell the difference between this state and this state? Very difficult in this game. Like, look at this. Because that's the one that... Wait, oop. Go back. Being on the right is overripe. Yeah. So it's like, which one of those might possibly be these? Like, maybe these ones? I don't know. I'm just not going to get any of them for now. And we'll see how things are looking. Then it's black turtle that needs to go all the way. I'm pretty sure. Romano are my fave to pick. Wait, do you know the answer? Wait. Picture above, the pod on the left is underripe, pod in the middle is ready for harvesting. Yeah, so these ones have to be like all the way. But you know the answer. So how do I know which ones? One of those blasted beans that always caught me as a kid. I think that's what got all of us, because the rest of them are honestly very easy. But the stupid beans are very confusing. Well, black turtle is easy as long as you know what you're supposed to do. Because they're just supposed to be all the way dry like this. They have to be green, don't take wrinkly ones. Okay, so what's defined as wrinkly?
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right
Pick
away.
those vegetables for me yet?
Take a look.
Good for you. Now,
Ah,
second
I
thing
got
I
'em.
need you to do for me is
Okay,
take
none of them are
this,
ready yet, so that's
go
part
out
of
to
it.
the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old. And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
You got it.
Oh, so did you know that you can break the game? So, let me save it. I'm gonna save it here, and then here we go. So we got this, and then we gotta find like the one spot where there's eggs. Put them in. It breaks the basket, right?
There's a hole in it.
So then you're supposed to fix the basket, which I don't know if I want to spend the time actually fixing it for this. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. It's not too bad. So we're gonna we'll do this, and then I can show you what I did as a kid one time because I didn't understand how this worked. So what you can do,
Am I good or what?
you got it together, and then yeah, so you have to get to this part for this story. So you do that, and then you do that. I thought it was done there, so I did that.
I'm not quite done yet.
And then
I'm not quite done
oh,
yet.
it won't let me do it. Why was
I'm not
my
quite
game
done
busted then? My game was just broken then. That's so weird. Yeah, so there's a thing that can happen where if you don't do the middle ones, it still lets you back out, but then your basket isn't made. Like it's not repaired all the way. And so if you try to get eggs again, they just fall through and break. And then you go back and you have to fix it again. But then when you go back to get eggs, like there's not enough eggs. They don't spawn enough eggs for you to be able to do it. That definitely happened to me before. But I guess it was some issue, like a bug with my game specifically.
Got those eggs for me?
Well,
I need those eggs, Nancy.
Yeah, I'm playing from Steam right now. It must have been a bug with my specific copy. There's that stupid chicken. Your copy did the same thing? That's
You
so
can find
weird.
more eggs than that.
You bet I can.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just something specific to the disc copy.
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you. Anything I can do
I
for
should get
you
myself
now?
a basket that looks like that for when our chickens lay eggs.
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay, let's make the fire while we're here. So, recently Mr. Beat was playing this game, or like trying to,
Who wrote this?
and he could not figure out making the fire without a lot of help. And I didn't really realize just how many of these twigs, it's like you have to go look at the area at such a specific angle. It's so weird.
Bank robbers?
Not me thinking about picking up basket weaving. I'm sure I can find a similar basket somewhere. Though if anyone in the Clue Crew wants to do basket weaving, I will be here for it. I wonder if I got all the
So far, so good.
thingies.
That should do it.
Aha! I did get all of them. Oh, I gotta chop the wood. Oops. It's kind of important. Maggie, you've woven baskets. Would you like to pick up basket weaving for the Clue Crew Shadow Ranch basket? Oh, come on. Can't wait to use these games for homeschooling. Me either.
There.
Just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew. No, I don't think I will.
So far, so good. That should do it. There. One extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Maggie, if you looked into that, that would be amazing. I'm just gonna say.
I'm not done yet.
I know, Nancy. I'm trying to finish it. Speed. We are so speedy. I love that the bucket doesn't look any different when it's been filled up with water. Like, you cannot see the water. You just have to trust it's there.
May I go riding now?
Yep, if you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Can't imagine just playing this game and then teaching my kids to build their own fire and have them do it. Yeah, like, I can't wait to have kids and introduce them to the games. Okay, so... let's see. So if I remember correctly, you don't have to take the hat to go riding. Like, you don't get in trouble for that. So we're gonna test that out really quick. I've never done that before, but I've seen someone else did that and was like, yeah, you don't have to take it with you. Like, excuse me, one of the things that said I had to have,
Come on, Bob.
I can just
Good
not have,
boy.
and there's no consequences. How did I manage to move my... What? Oh, okay. I somehow moved my YouTube window completely to the side on my iPad, and it was just like barely hanging on. No idea what just happened.
Ready for some questions?
You bet.
You bet.
Where's the horse's hocks?
On its back legs.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
Where's the horse's frog?
Alright, I'm gonna try to get these all first time.
On the bottom of its hoof.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicky?
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something
Oh my
else.
gosh, twins, you're so right. I'm really curious.
A bay has black points.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ask me something
Alright,
else.
we're in the home
What
stretch.
tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Perce.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
Now
What
we're in
part
the
of
home
horse
stretch.
is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Its feet.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something
I'm
else.
so
What part
close.
of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch.
This here's your final question.
Final
I'm
question.
What is a mule?
The offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
Well, you answered all the questions right.
Yeah,
And I can tell by the way
buddy!
you sit,
Being a
you
horse
ain't
girl
gonna go
pays
falling
off.
for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral.
To
Just
ride
don't go
outside the
galloping all
corral.
over the place. Because if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Are there actual consequences for that? Because I feel like there aren't.
I still need to get the
Oh,
envelope
come
I'm supposed to
on.
All right,
Nancy.
that's it.
What?
If you don't know enough to take the saddle and bridle off your horse before you go traipsing off.
Oh no! Oh, my headphones just did a thing. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. The computer has had a moment. Hold, please. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Or maybe you could hear me before, but do I sound okay or do I sound weird? No, I didn't get in trouble for not having a hat. It's because I didn't take the saddle off of him. Okay. And then my headphones had an issue and it crashed the game. So I sound fine. Okay. Okay, perfect. I do, however, have to force quit the game because it's not responding. Oh gosh, okay. It's fine. Hopefully I got far enough into that whole second chance thing to be able to have that count so I can just pick up at the second chance. Okay, move over here, please. Okay. Haha. We did it. This is exactly what I meant to have happen. Everything's fine. I can't. Why can't I get to Bob? Okay, there he is. Oh gosh. Oh, Nancy, just take the saddle. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so we've got to go get the stuff from the roll-top desk. It was deliberate, exactly. That was totally intentional. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Lurking while putting baby boy down for bed. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. How is your day going? We definitely didn't just have a second chance from not taking the saddle off of Bob, which I definitely know how to do. I thought if you...
Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
I thought if you didn't grab the letter that it would just, like you wouldn't be able to go in her shop or something. I didn't think that you would not be able to leave the corral. Oh wait, what's the times for this? I could go ahead and look at this. Okay, red, blue, yellow. Oh. Okay. Alright. Been a good day. I've had a headache most of the day, hoping to unwind and de-stress with the stream. Well, so glad to have you here. I hope it can be a cozy experience for you. It's cozy for me because I got attacked by my rooster, so I'm decompressing too.
Things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9,
so sweet.
12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
So, I don't really know. He didn't like attack me. He was more just like curious and testing the waters. Because like if he really wanted to hurt me, he definitely could have. So he just like tried to munch on my leg and... Okay. Wasn't expecting that. And, yeah, so he gave me like a little scratch on my leg, but it was more just like really startling and freaked me out more than anything else. Thankfully I didn't react in the moment though, because that wouldn't have been good.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Francis thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Francis planted it out back and gave it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine who was wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Francis is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went.
So, Rachel, well, so first of all, it actually happened this evening. Because Mr. Beat was unavailable to help this evening, so that's why it was stressful and it's all on me. This morning, apparently, he, like, gave my husband a weird look, the rooster did. And he was like, I should have said something about it. I'm like, well. But, so, we have... trying to think. I think we have 10 chickens. We have 3 Australorps. We have 3... No. We have 4 Americanas. And then we have 3 Cuckoo Morans. So I think that's... yeah, so we have 10. So we don't have a ton of land. We have just enough to do, like, bees and chickens. But,
August 2nd,
yeah,
1883.
not had any issues before. He's pretty
Dirk
young, so I think
Valentine
he's just
robbing banks and coaches
mostly
and trains
curious.
all over the territory. Francis says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners their hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Francis gets real mad when I say that. I fear she's still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Francis sent to Dirk and saw what they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk...
Hello, Brave Bushido. Glad to see you. Hi, Ginger Gang. I like it.
She never will again.
How's your day going? Well, wait, I'm trying to do math. How many hours are you off from me? You would be 5 hours before daylight savings time. And then we went backward. Are you 6 hours off? Or 7 hours off? No, 6 hours off. So is it like stupid early in the morning for you? Am I doing math right? Is it like 2 a.m. or something? It's been long. You had to deal with a technical problem. Gross. We hate it when that happens. Hello, Papa Beat. Glad to see you. How was Christmas tree shopping? Maybe Mr. Rooster slept on the wrong side of the bed. I think he did. We have not gotten eggs yet because they're all still very young, but we should get a lot of eggs. I'm very excited for that. And, yeah,
September 13th,
gonna be exciting to get a proper harvest from our
Dirk
bees
sent
as well.
A secret letter to Francis, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I
You
locked
wouldn't
it
be
up so she
wrong.
won't ever read it.
Wait,
Francis ain't allowed to see
that's
Dirk
not an
in jail, of
answer.
course.
Is it like 2 a.m.?
If she never sees his letter, maybe she will think
I'm trying to do
he don't like
math
her
for
no more.
London, because you're in
Maybe
London,
she will stop
right?
liking him.
Greetings
Francis
from jolly
Ball
old
would've
England.
known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883.
Maggie, I'm not
Francis
sure, but
took
I
Brownie
love
in my
both
big
of those
saddlebag
ideas.
and is gone. She ain't told no one what
Rachel,
she
that's a
felt,
great
not even
dream.
Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her.
Wait, did we not get an alert for that, or am I just not hearing things? Oh, it's muted. Hold the phone. Somehow, the alert box got muted. I hate it when it does this. It sometimes just like randomly mutes itself, and it's very annoying. Okay, so now we have the alert box working. thank you, Sir Pyro Guy, for the tip. Greatly appreciate that. Buy the bro tank. Yes, we're gonna get you the bro tank.
January 4th, 1884.
There's so much happening in chat
My
right
sister
now.
says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Francis went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884.
It's
Harrison's
12:30.
yellow, which
My math
Francis
was
said
off.
her favorite
I knew it
flower
was
in the
late,
world.
though, or like middle of the night.
Brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that.
What is a bro
So
tank?
it is my fault that it died.
So a bro tank is basically just a tank top, but it's like what is called frequently for when guys wear it. They call them bro
I haven't
tanks.
seen or heard from Francis
It's
in
kind
a
of
year.
it's technically like a specific style of tank top for men, but
In my heart,
this one's just a tank
it's a
top.
lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
But for bros, exactly. The tear drops on the page. Can't even. Just can't. My thing is being so weird here. It's still gonna be weird. Okay.
I need those eggs, Nancy.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Forgot to change the scene back. Okay, now that we have the letter, we can actually go to Mariazzi's and not have Nancy yell at us. But we're still going to not grab the hat.
Suki, tate.
We're gonna save this. There's no hat. Why is it? I pressed the button. Why did it not? Ugh. I did. Why is it being dumb? I don't know.
Come on, Bob.
It just hates me today. I swear I swapped back and then it went back on its own or something stupid.
Okay, Bob. What do you say we do some sightseeing?
I think I wore tank tops in the 60s. Oh my word. Just had to check on my menorah and make sure it burned out okay. Because I was like, I am not burning that in the other room while I stream with the cats. Lord only knows what would happen.
Hi, can I help you?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
I'm Mary Yazzie.
Sir
heard what
Pyro
happened
Guy
last
says
night.
we're bringing
Tough break
bro
for the
tanks
Raleighs.
back.
Getting that place going has been a real struggle for them.
How did you hear about it?
Word gets around.
You probably know everyone in the valley, don't you? Oops, I almost forgot. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
I understand that you bought a trunk full of junk from the Raleighs
I'm gonna
recently.
put the lid on it here.
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is,
So,
I still don't know what's in it
Papa
because I
Beat,
can't figure
there's
out
a
how to
new
open
ice
it.
cream you guys need to try. It's Trader Joe's gingerbread ice cream. It tastes like Mama Beat's gingerbread cake. It's so good.
Have you asked the Raleighs about it?
They were no help, although they did offer to buy it back from me. I just told them to keep looking for a way to get it open.
You've been to the desert. Actually did hiking tour the Grand Canyon, and the vibes are the same. I agree. The vibes are great and totally spot on.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there
Yes.
are hundreds. A lot of them were
The chat
probably
does
made
show
by
both Twitch and
Anasazi.
YouTube.
They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
So I should show pictures of this when I do like a proper Shadow Ranch stream. But when Mr. Beat and I went out west and went near the Grand Canyon, we actually went and saw ruins and saw petroglyphs and all of that. And we went to this place that it has a similar story of what they say about the Anasazi, of how they lived there and they just suddenly sort of left. Not quite suddenly, but it was like the people were very nomadic and they ended up leaving, and then other tribes ended up viewing the place as being haunted, and then they wouldn't settle there. And then it was like these Spanish shepherds in like the 1800s or something lived there. And then at some point in the 1900s, there was like this archaeologist that lived there, and it's just got a really cool history to it. And we have a bunch of pictures and stuff from staying there. Well, not staying there, but visiting. It's really cool. Hello, Susie. How are you doing? Are you figuring out your computer issues finally? I didn't really know about you having the problems, but I kind of have seen glimpses of that.
Tuning forks. Cool.
I'm gonna play the game. Oh, you were gonna get a Trader Joe's and then it didn't happen. That is absolutely tragic. Apparently, they are semi-close to the point where they might put a second one near me, so there would be potentially one that's closer to my house. Because right now I have one near me, but it's like 40 minutes away. So they might put one like... Oh, that was not right. Yeah, no. I'm just supposed to go up. Yeah. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Cool. An old token.
Oh, you don't have
Or
one either,
something.
Tori. That is so sad. Because they have so much good stuff. Not pretty sure I've seen this game on an animated TV show. Gee, I wonder what that would be. At least it doesn't lag horribly on this computer. Because my dinky little basic laptop, a lot of these mini games like this just lag absolutely horribly to where they're almost unplayable. And it's really sad and frustrating. Computer's good now. Something was eating my space, so I did a factory reset, put everything back on it I had before, and it takes up barely any space. That's so weird. Almost makes me wonder if you had an issue, if there's like an issue with your hard drive. Because I wonder if it would do something like that, where it basically gave you like ghost space that's being taken up if it's starting to go bad. I don't know.
Sure be nice if these were good for something.
Alright, Nancy.
That trunk looks... Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you
get it open, I'll let
I'm just glad it's better now.
you can have your pick.
If you have issues that happen again like that, it might be worth looking into. You put kitten pictures in your story? Oh, I can't wait to see.
The initials on this trunk. Whose are they? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Nobody McBeat is currently having to work really late, so he is not available. Oh wait, did I look at... I did look at this, okay.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novels, like Wind Through My
Well,
Heart,
thankfully, depending on what could be going on, there's certain things that you can do something about for free, basically. So there is some stuff you can do for free, depending on what happens. But I'm glad it's working for now. Hopefully it continues working. Wait, how do I trigger that? I don't know.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Is that you riding that beautiful Palomino in the picture over there?
That's my horse Banner. I train him myself.
You just made homemade chicken broth? Oh, it smells magical. What method did you use to make it?
You train horses?
Just on the side. Someday I'd like to do it professionally, but it would take money to get
Life
started.
of an old
and
Londoner.
money is one thing
Nice.
I'm not very good at making.
I won some things that look like tokens when I played that game over there. What are they?
They actually used those for something back in the 1880s, but I don't know what.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, I can't remember what triggers talking to Charlena, where she'll actually answer the phone.
Check. I haven't done that
Check.
yet.
Check.
Can't check. I'm finished with that. Check. That's done.
Oh, we have so much checked off the list?
I haven't done that. Can't
What do you mean
check
I haven't
that
taken a
off
good
yet.
look inside the desk? What have I not looked at? Simmered chicken thighs for 3 hours with some carrots, celery, onion, garlic, parsley, and pepper. That sounds really good. So I know some people, like Mama Beat, frequently will make it in just like in the crock pot. I usually do it on the stovetop, and I like to always be collecting scraps from vegetables and stuff.
Heck, why walk when I can
And
ride?
I keep them in a bag in the freezer for whenever I make broth. It's very handy.
Better not leave old Bob behind.
Yeah. They're not... no. These cats are gonna be so cute, Sleuthy. I can't wait to see when they get a bit bigger. Okay, so I think that got that one. Where's the... oh. Ew, that one goes here, and that one goes here. Okay. So, I actually, when I went on my trip out west, I actually got to see petroglyphs in New Mexico as well, and that was pretty cool. I got to see a lot of petroglyphs, which was very exciting because I felt like I was in this game. There we go. Okay, so we can't look at those until we can go up there.
If I had a rope, I could lasso that tree branch and pull myself up.
Yeah, so Rachel, basically, like, whenever you, like, cut up vegetables, so, like, if you have your, like, your carrot scrapings or, your ends of your celery, anything like that, like the outer peels of onions, anything like that, you can just take what's left, as long as it's not, like, you know, it wasn't, like, moldy or really gross or something, as long as it's just, like, not what you were going to cut up and put in your food that you were directly eating. You can just put that all in a bag in the freezer and just keep adding to it until you get a big bag full, and then make broth. And you can just make veggie broth like that, or you can add it to chicken bones or something. Making broth where you have the bones in there too is actually really good as well. Can I call you now? Charlena.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels...
Never mind.
Why can't I don't know what I'm missing here. Also notice we've been doing all of this without a helmet. We've not had the hat on. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. That's one of the best. And it's really helpful, like, like, when you go to buy chicken, if you buy a whole chicken, and you just take all of the meat off of it and use all of it, and you take whatever parts are left, and the bones and all that, and you simmer it in your pot to make the,
You still here?
Make the broth.
You sound surprised.
You and your
So it's very, like, no waste. It's great.
You ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
I need a rope. Do you think I could borrow yours?
Nope.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going
Nope.
to say that.
Nope.
Talk to you later.
Nope.
If you last that long.
So I don't know if anyone else has gotten this ad on Instagram, but I got an ad for this belt buckle that's a sunflower that you can slide the middle out of it, and it's like a little, not a switchblade, but like a little pocket knife. And I'm so intrigued by this
Something I can do
item.
for you?
There's a part of me that's like, I need this, but then I'm like, I would never wear that belt. Like, what would I do with that?
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3
Yeah, I'm
months, I
very
guess.
shocked about riding
I was
without the
their
helmet
first
hat
hire.
as
First
well.
me, then Tex, then Shorty.
I don't know what she's gonna say later. Do we just die later because we weren't wearing the helmet?
That shorty sure likes to talk, doesn't he?
He does his job and
Get
he
the
does
feeling
it
you're an
good.
excellent
As far
cook.
as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
I do like cooking quite a lot. I don't know if I would refer to myself as excellent, but I think I'm pretty good.
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk
I
Valentine
grew up with
to
a mom
Francis
who
Humber
cooked
way
things
back in
from
the
scratch, like, all the
1880s.
time.
What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
The letter made it sound like Dirk was sending Francis on some kind of treasure hunt.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I don't remember who she talks to about
I'll
that.
let you get back to work.
See you later.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Raleighs comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know
cannot
she
figure
says
out
she
what
wants
needs to
buy
trigger
it
this.
because she feels spiritually drawn
You're
to
back
it,
home now?
but I
Glad to
think
hear
she's
it.
got something up her sleeve.
You're gonna
Aw,
collapse
Nancy, it's
after the
great
day you
having
had.
you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
I knew it had to be like the middle of the night for you, so I was like, you're either up stupid late or you're up stupid early. But thankfully it's not quite as late as I thought it was.
Most people think I'm too nosy.
You're not nosy. Me neither. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really.
Rachel says, I've been trying to cook more from scratch. It's been a lot of fun and my husband isn't complaining. Yeah, they generally will not complain about that.
Better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Puts Band-Aid on his heel and flops in bed. I've had days like that. I feel that. I feel that in my core. Oh my word. Okay, I feel like I need to look in this desk again, because it tried to tell me I haven't looked at everything in here. What have I not looked at? I looked at that. I looked at this. I got the opener thingies. There's nothing else in here. What am I supposed to look at?
Can't check that off. Can't check that. Can't check that. I haven't done that yet. I'm finished with that.
Oh, well now it'll let me check it off. Oh, we should call... Well...
Hello?
I don't know that we need to,
Hi,
but we could
Mrs.
call the
Raleigh.
sheriff.
It's Nancy again.
Hi, Nancy.
Glad we both feel it in our core. It makes me feel normal. Yeah, I feel like
Let's get something straight
not
right
everyone
now.
might say it,
Even
but
though
I think
we're best
everyone has had
friends,
those
Aunt and
sort of
Uncle, and not
days
yours, I want you
where you
to
just
call
want
us
to
Aunt Bet
collapse.
and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All right.
Good. Now, what was the question?
How is Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight fever, so the doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're going to keep him here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I delivered that envelope to Mary Yazzie like you asked. She seemed a little upset when she read that you'd turned her down.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint her, but if we sell that property to her, it would send a signal to other would-be buyers that we're interested in selling the ranch off bit by bit, and we're not.
What does she want the property for?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing but rocks on it. Maybe someone else there at the ranch knows, but we sure don't.
I heard about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed up?
As far as I know, it was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Dirk Valentine?
But that was right after Ed got himself bit, and we
Second
were all
bag
running
done.
around
Wait, what
trying
is
to
it
get
you're
him into
talking
the
about,
truck to take him
Sleuthy?
to the hospital, and
What's the
really
bag you're
wasn't
talking
paying
about?
much
Are you
attention.
embroidering something?
Do you have any idea how that snake got into your room?
None at all. We heard the horse come galloping up, so we jumped out of bed and ran outside to look. When
What
we
are
came
you
back,
what are you
there
putting
it
on? Are you
was,
just
right
testing or are
there
you
on
doing
the
like a
floor by the
Christmas
bed.
present or
Has that ever happened before?
No, and if it ever happens again, well, it just won't, that's all.
last
Why do
minute
you
gifts
have
for
a painting
practice?
of Francis Humber?
I just thought it would give the den
I
some
love it
character,
whenever
that's
last
all.
minute and gift
I
is in
found
the
it in
same
the tack room
sentence.
under a pile of junk.
Because I feel that.
So the former owners left behind a lot of stuff?
I swear, it's like no one who lived at Shadow Ranch ever bothered to take their things with them when they left. When we moved in, the place was literally full of junk.
What did you do with it?
I sold most of it to Mary Yazzie. She gets a lot of antique collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Francis's favorite recipes.
And that ridiculous blanket chest. You insisted on keeping that.
Oh, yes, and I kept that
I got you,
triangular-shaped
Sleuthy.
chest in the den. It used to belong to Merrill Humber. He was Francis's
I've had that
father.
happen
And I
before.
figured since I was keeping that picture of Francis, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
What kind of logic is that? Oh,
I feel like that's something my husband would say. Like, what kind of girl math is this?
It doesn't look like Bess and George are going to get here today.
That's too bad. Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical problems. They don't know when they'll be taking off.
So, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while. That Dave is pretty cute.
Oh my word. It's fine.
Dave's okay, but
Tex is a different story.
That man scared the bejeepers out of me when he came in to interview. But he kind of grows on you, and he takes real good care of the horses.
I'll be in touch.
Say goodbye to Nancy.
Goodbye to Nancy.
I feel the need to share what I'm drinking right now because it's literally just sparkling apple juice. Like it's just Honeycrisp apple juice, water, and carbon dioxide. That's all that's in here. Ooh, I feel like it looks a little bit suspicious though. I just realized that. Not Dave is cute, but Tex is a man. Okay, can I call Charlena now? Enjoy your lurk, Maggie. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. I think I've got to work some tonight. What is it that triggers this? This happens to me sometimes, and I don't... I don't know what it is. Maybe it said I need to try to open it. That maybe... Let's go inspect this thing. Well, let's...
Miss Nancy.
No,
how
let's
may
go
I be of
inspect it.
service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Let's go inspect it some more.
Need something?
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Now I've got the hiccups. That's great.
Come on, Bob.
Do, 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 do.
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
Okay, so I've looked at
Something
that.
goes here.
Maybe I have to do some of that, then call her? Oh, nope.
We're sorry.
No, nope. Nancy. Oh, okay.
Charlena Purcell's
Ah, that was what I
Hi,
needed to
my
do.
name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Sigh.
concerning.
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning.
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
Ah. Oh, would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well... The lock seems to have something to do with this image that's engraved on the trunk right above it.
Describe the image.
It's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and
The electric
doves and
guitar
initials
solo.
EH
Oh my
and
word.
AH.
EH would would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11. April 9th, 1811.
Why do you know so much about the Humbers?
I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just
I don't know
gets
who was
better
playing the
and
guitar, but they were having
I'll
a
tell my
great
assistant
time.
to put your calls through immediately. By the way,
Incredible.
why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
All right.
I got the trunk open!
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
I want the scissors. Just kidding.
Bingo!
Wow.
Green bottle under...
Wonder what
wonder
that
what
means.
that means.
I don't know, Nancy.
Good boy.
Okay.
No sense going in there without a horse to ride.
Nancy, I wasn't trying to go in there. Oh.
Uh-oh. I better
Just
put
got
that
possessed
back.
a little bit. Wait, did it drop the pliers too?
Oh my gosh, Jane Nash is Tex's sister.
Dun dun dun.
Need something?
Talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
If it lasts
later.
that long.
Okay. He's got cheekbones that could cut glass.
And she'll be coming around the mountain when she goes.
No, no, headphone users warning. No,
You old lady.
no, absolutely not.
I can't take any more.
Oh my
Where are you
gosh.
going? You can't leave.
No.
The Raleighs said we were to
No.
have a cookout and entertain our guest.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment.
Eh.
It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night,
Not
ma'am.
me.
Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et
Et
tu,
tu,
Brute.
Brute.
You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them.
I'll write a
I'll write a
best-selling cookbook.
That's what
That's
I
what I'll
do.
do.
Then I'll get my own TV show. Then I'll do a movie. And while they're out,
Get it, Shorty. Oh my gosh. Shorty, you made our ears burn. I can't help it, the cutscenes are so loud in the early games. I could have tried to drop it down, but then it would like cover up half the screen with the volume thing. Were we all supposed to recite that together? I think that was optional. I just have it basically memorized.
And you say
It's
this
an
happened
iconic
right after
monologue,
that
what can
phantom
I
horse
say?
showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
I'd be mad too, cooking all day and not getting appreciated. That is so fair. That is so valid.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Could someone be trying to get back at you for something?
I can't imagine who.
Maybe I can find out.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine, really. I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of any reason why someone might want you off the ranch?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storms.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to call it for the night. Because I've got stuff I gotta get done. I think I've got to work some more this evening, so I'm gonna need to get off and do that. But thank you to everyone who came. Sorry I can't stream as late tonight. But I appreciate you being here all the same. And I'm so glad that you were able to be here with me and relax with my cozy, nostalgic game that always makes me feel better. So, Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, I should be finishing White Wolf of Icicle Creek, which is going to be a great time. If you want to see me fight with Fox and Geese and maybe learn the cheat for it, you're going to want to tune in. Hopefully, I might also have an update with the new merch site on Monday, so we shall see. Fingers crossed that the rest of the work this weekend with that goes smoothly. Yes, and also, everyone don't forget, Hugh's interview with Robert Riedel is up in like 20 minutes, so that should be great as well. Yes, Monday I should be finishing White Wolf Icicle Creek. Probably do some fun non-Nancy games next week as well. And then after that, it's going to be Sea of Darkness season. So, great stuff ahead. So thank you everyone for tuning in and for being here and making it a great stream, as always. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.